уже хочется в эту игру мне пройти.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard. Sounds like a homicide beef. Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place. We already cleared that up. Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes.
Шприц-тюбик.
Appears we
Видимо, мы
didn't
не
get all
всю
of it.
партию накрыли. Новая задача — осмотреть Клуб 3 единицы. Новая улика морфин.
We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Мертвый судья, дело
Everyone
дрянь.
has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on campus.
Этого кабинет. Уходим. Подожди. Да, по-моему, сюда. Где же выход? Где же выход? Только персонал. Никак не могу запомнить, где участки выход.
This is no battle of wits between you and me.
You know the way.
Never
You can
put
drive.
an unarmed man.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski.
Беговский.
Phelps. Back again.
О,
We're here about the
фарш
morphine.
в клубе
Over by the
какой-то
bandstand.
устроили.
You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie
Какие-то
McGoldrick,
разборки.
26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Посмотрим, кто ты такой.
Pumped a dozen rounds into him.
Дюжину
Certainly
пуль.
sends a message.
Чё тут, ничего интересного? Да.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Футляр сделан на заказ. Надо все посмотреть. Что-то щелкнуло.
I think I've seen it all.
Что-то щелкает. А,
Neat trick.
ага.
Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Шприцы, жгут и билетик. Синяя комната, билет. Пропуск в синюю комнату.
follow up on the
Нужно
musician.
версию с музыкантами.
Find anything interesting?
Kept his stash close at hand.
Держал заначку под рукой. Какой наглец. Битлстаун. Ничего, а здесь? Шприц-тюбик, 1 яд, раствор тартар морфина. Осторожно, вызывает привыкание.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Раз, два, три. Почему звука-то нету? О, вернулся. Посмотрим, что у нас тут еще есть. Сигареты какие-то. Voila.
Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the
Автоматический
serial
винтовки
numbers.
Браунинга.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ограбление Колриджа. Строительство с детективом расследующего ограбления. Голливудское отделение полиции. Окей. Газеток тут нету. Что тут еще?
I've seen it all.
Еще один дружок валяется. Ой, дырка в башке.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Ничего нету. Странно. Как это ничего нету? Да, походу Ничего нету. Просто трупик лежал. Опа.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Ничего нельзя сделать с сейфом. А где синяя комната? Или она не здесь? Непонятно.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Итак, фигурант дела старшая официантка, глаза голубые, стрельба в клубе. Первый вопрос.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Но, видимо, говорит истину.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
Неправильно, значит, сомнения. Второй вопрос. Знание о МакГолдрике.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Истина.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Это
Thank
правильно.
you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Распетушили клуб.
Take a look around, Phelps. Looks like a straightforward execution to me.
Another day, another dollar.
Понятно.
I don't know what makes you so stupid, but it really works.
I never forget a face.
Едем в синий
You're behind the wheel.
комнату.
Watch the Hammond Galahad fight. Some mess that was.
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed items right now.
Blue room.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bowe. Or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Herr Officer. We have work to do.
Итак, Эльза Лихтманн. Немецкая беженка, работающая певицей в ночном клубе. Вопрос. Партия морфина из армейских запасов.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that?
Морфин. Пропуск в синюю комнату.
I have a rehearsal to finish. It's time for you to leave.
Я поставил то, что это ложь, и она съехала. Следующий вопрос с жертвы, умершей от передозировки
My partner mentioned a
морфина.
couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Сомнения.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about the subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Corvallis.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Mocambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Так, сейчас похолодело, следить надо будет опять за кем-то. Но... Допросить Микки Коэна, Клуб Мокамбо, новое место. Тачка, кстати, прикольная. Какая-то новенькая, видимо. Я еще не видел эту тачку. Близко.
been at risk losing the trail.
Зачем он к ней приехал? Влюбился в девушку. Детектив.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
That cherry pie was delicious.
Sam's taking the other phone.
I'll bring you coffee.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eaga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
A waitress will be with you in a minute.
Так, фигурант дела Мейер Харрис Коэн. Микки Коэн, глава организованной преступной группировки. Вопрос продажи наркотиков.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Сомнения.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Сомнение было верным. Стрельба в
We
клубе.
believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Тоже сомнение.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few
Тоже
Negroes
правильно.
saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk. Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, Crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
I've been in this job 20
So,
years.
how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that desk. I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters again. Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side? I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun. I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round. I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round. That bum took a swipe at me, I'd put him down with my sap. Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side? I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun. Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side? I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters again. Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side? I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that desk. I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop.
Так. И как? Что тут сделать? Как тут связать это все?
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round. I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Как блокнот
I want to make
открыть?
homicide. You know you made it. Get that desk.
Все из Китая. Так,
I'm thinking of moving
Китай,
up to a
Китай.
45. I want to stop him with one round. I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Аптечки. Пистолеты,
I want to make
пулеметы.
homicide. You know you made it. Get that
Термобаки.
I've been in this
Термобаки,
job 20
индивидуальное
years. I never fired
снаряжение.
my gun.
Боевые каски. Копные ножи. Сигареты.
This is the crate we recovered.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that desk.
Шприцы и тюбики.
I'm thinking
Half
of
a
moving up
million
to a
Surrettes
45.
loose on the streets
I
of
wanna
LA.
stop him with one round.
Это что
Hey,
такое?
I gave his
Автоматические
wife a
винтовки.
tap. I
Here's
said
our
all's
backroom
fair in love
arsenal
and
from the
war.
111 Club.
Угу.
Hey, I gave his wife a
Баки мы
tap.
не видели.
I said all's fair
Томпсона
in love
тоже не
and war.
видели.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen.
Я
They
упустил
control the
момент
hub.
с Малголдриком.
Detectives, KGPL is going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
О, перестрелка. Расстреляли автобус.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
Need a drink. We got to do this again.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Водила, ты где? Газуй, газуй, газуй.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
О. Нормально гасит. Браунинга. Неожиданно. Неожиданно он меня завалил. Ну ладно.
He's emptied 2 clips into the bus. As near as we can make out, he's on the roof of one of those buildings.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Хорош. Подсторожил. Нормально он автобус так расстрелял. Мокамбо, третий столик.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Тейбл 3. Где этот чел сидел? Давлением будет на него.
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Альварро.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Альварро.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
It's my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Так, фигурант дела Феликс Альварро, бывший морской пехотинец и водитель автобуса. Знание об ограблении Колриджа.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Ну, хорошо. Истина.
Felix, that morphine is turning up everywhere. People are dying. You got something you want to tell me?
I'm a bus driver. Do I look like I run a dope racket?
Неправильно. Причина стрельбы.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Сомнения.
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Excuse me, officer? I want to speak.
Ну, он врал. Там, я не знаю, чем там доказывать винтовками или еще чем-то.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Едем к Джеку Келсо. Как всегда, мой верный водитель за рулем.
You can drive.
Come on, you can tell me.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
I don't reckon.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
You okay, Phelps?
Фигурант дела Джек Келсо, бывший морской пехотинец, бросивший офицерские курсы. Вопрос: партия морфина из армейских запасов.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Ну, сомнения.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Правильно, это было сомнение. Так, бывший морской пехотинец Голдрик, следующий вопрос.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Это, походу, истина.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Да, верно. Следующий вопрос. Оружие, украденное с Кулриджа.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Истина?
I saw Felix Альварро today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Тоже правильно было, истина. И ограбление.
You got me here now, Cole. Ask your goddamn questions.
Следующий вопрос.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Сомнения.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Тоже
Jack,
правильно.
we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Опять перестрелка.
Another name from the manifest?
Джек, следующий.
How many more turns of yours are gonna get plugged?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Ручник так себе сработал.
I can't take a shot from here, Cole. Hit it. Clear this asshole off the road. No good. We need to get closer.
Хорош. А вот она и газетка. Газета номер 9. Прямо рядом с ребятами.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie horde, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD, and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Опа, Рой, это оказывается предатель. Газета номер 9 лежит в переулке после того, как вы убьете двух бандитов. Вот она, вот здесь вот, рядом с ними. Берете ее и в путь дальше. Лица можно не смотреть, я думаю, карманы просто. Ай,
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Кортни Шелдон. Они всех устраняли просто-напросто. Та же самая винтовка. Это нельзя посмотреть. Все понятно. Тачка же еще есть, блин. В тачке ничего нельзя поискать. Видимо, ничего. Это здесь, да. Подожди, ну так еще что ли что-то должно быть? Ну, винтовка, да. Что тут еще все?
What do you think? Okay, hands in pockets. Let's see who we got.
Как к этому-то залез? К этому-то я залез уже. В этом списке, походу дела, надо еще кого-то найти. Моголь готов. Да, вот.
An LAPD file.
Китайский
We have a
театр.
traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Всех уже отметили. Будем спасать сейчас их. Давай, водитель мой, водитель мой.
You know the way. You can drive.
Поехали спасать остальных ребят.
Taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine. They're waiting for someone to crack.
Вот они.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Чела прижала забором.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Hit it! Clear this asshole off the road! Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Не успели спасти. Динамическая миссия такая со стрельбой, прям даже интересно.
You can drive.
Headshot. Headshot. Headshot.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. God. Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Еще где-то были же чуваки, нет? Еще один.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Так, ну что, продолжим.
Juski, Beckett, Goldring, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has their unwavering restraint in the face of temptation.
Так, этого, видимо, мы не посмотрим. Патроны подобрал. Ну, походу дела все, надо свалить.
You drive. Hope we have no trouble. The case notes.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Один выстрел, один труп.
Stay in cover. Keep moving, I'll cover you. You're covered, Phelps.
Вот тебе, блядь, один выстрел, один труп. Сука, убили, блядь. Говорили, блядь, не высовывайся.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him. Throw out the guns. Give me some goddamn cover! Find some cover! Stay in cover! Please! They're making a run for it after them! Clear me some space here.
Всех нахер.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
APL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Happy made a batch of corn.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Так, фигурант Кортни Шелдон, описание бывший врач из морской пехоты, чье имя значится в списке пассажиров Кулдриджа.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Сомнения.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
Неправильно. Ограбление.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Кулдриджа.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Истина.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, detective?
Короче, он все врал.
You have an
Я
answer for
мало в
everything,
этой игре
Courtney.
кому ставлю, что они
So
врут,
Jack
потому
does,
что я, в
because now I'm
принципе, не
going
знаю,
after
какие
him.
улики к этому подвязать. И
Is there
сколько
anyone
раз
you're
я
not
это не
prepared to
пробовал
sacrifice?
делать, они никогда не срабатывали.
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. He'll
Это
be
Рой
formally
все
charged with
подстроил,
adultery.
петушок.
A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Cool.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie, can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had Reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Интрижка. На троечку. Понизили. Служба выделения нрава разрешена. Ваши действия привели к понижению. Готовьтесь к переводу в другой отдел. Угу, понятно. Все. Всем пока.